For anyone who either doesn't live in Europe or is just generally unaware of everything, the Euros just ended. And being as this is the case, I thought there would be no better time to talk about easily one of the most popular sports in the world, soccer. So in this video, I'll talk about why I'm not a particular fan of soccer. And by the way, yes, I will be calling football soccer. Listen, I could give a whole essay as to why I think it should be called football and not soccer, but I'll call it soccer anyway, just to help our fellow North Americans out. But before that, just to stay in Europe for a bit, did you English football fans not learn your lesson? Believe it or not, shouting "is coming home" isn't going to win you the tournament. Do you not see how much you've jinxed yourself by saying that? You did it at the World Cup and he came fourth, so why did you expect it to work during the Euros? What was your thought process? What did you expect to happen? You can't just look at England's success against the teams that weren't as good, and then expect England to beat a way better team. Again, how did you not see this loss coming? The offside rule is the most randomly specific rule I've ever seen. If you don't know how the offside rule works, let me try and explain it. So say Clive has the ball and he wants to pass to Rodriguez. If at the exact instant the ball hits Clive's foot to pass to Rodriguez, Rodriguez is ahead of all the defenders, and Rodriguez then receives the pass without any interference, it is offside. What kind of stupid, randomly specific topsy-turvy rule is that? And even more confusing than that is how quickly dedicated soccer fans can register so many factors at once and instantly tell if it's an offside. Do your eyes just constantly monitor the other side of the field to check if anyone's ahead of the defenders or something? And I know why the offside rule exists, it's to stop people from goal hanging. But do you really need these technicalities just to make sure you don't goal hang? And besides, why should that be a restriction anyway? Surely it's the role of the defenders to deal with such people. Goal hangers, as annoying as they may seem, at least make the game move faster. Getting rid of them, coupled with the fact they pretty much can't touch your opponent, results in the game being completely bland. And if you're gonna stop anything, stop the whole backwards sideways thing, because not only is it just boring, but it's kinda awkward to watch. It's practically impossible to move up the field because of the offside rule, meaning people have to be extra defensive. And when someone decides to be brave and go up the pitch, and then gets the ball taken off them, everyone looks at them like they just murdered someone. Mate, what are you complaining about? That you planned on scoring? And by the way, the whole goal hanging thing wouldn't even be an issue if the pitch wasn't so unnecessarily big. Like, what do you need all this space for? That's the only reason this whole backwards sideways thing can prevail. Like, you don't need all this space, so do us a favour, take your football pitch, open up Paint Tool Sai or Inkscape or whatever app you use to draw, paste it in there, select the scale option and just shrink it down. Because it doesn't need to be that big. Okay, so to people who know a great deal about soccer, this is going to sound like such a stupid question, but it's something I've been wondering about since year 4 and I'm yet to get an answer. So if you know the answer, please tell me in the comments. Alright, so here's my question. What's the difference between a foul and he got the ball? And you'd think that the difference is quite obvious. In one instant you get the ball and in the other you don't. But I don't see the logic. No one in their right mind would go and attack someone without the intention of getting the ball. In every foul I've seen, the person ends up with the ball. And it's not even like fouls are any more aggressive or anything. From my perspective, they look the exact same. So again, what's the difference? Alright, so I'm now in the middle of animating the video, and in trying to find an image to represent a foul and he got the ball, I came across some articles which kinda lay down the rules a bit more clearly. And I'm yet to get a definitive answer, but from what I've seen, this is what I've deduced, right? So anyway, the difference between a foul and he got the ball has nothing to do with what the person actually tackling you is doing. It solely depends on the order of events that take place during it. To be more specific, if you tackle someone and you hit the other player before touching the ball, it's a foul. But if you hit the ball and then the person, you got the ball. Why the order in which you touch someone should have any bearing on whether or not it's a foul is beyond me. But whatever, let's just continue with the video. And on the topic of fouls, why is it that all soccer players are world-class, airy-fairy, namby-pamby sissies? Even the minutest injury can result in a free kick. Mate, you're wearing shin pads. A kick to the leg shouldn't be that big of a deal. Just get up, grow a pair and firm it. And for goodness sake, get that bellend referee off the bloody pitch, cause he doesn't have a bloody clue. I don't know whether it's because he's biased to a certain team or what, but he's so inconsistent, it's unbelievable. Team A can do one thing and it will be a foul, and then the other team will do the exact same thing, but it won't be a foul. Wanker. Soccer is such a faulty sport, which is why it baffles me that people take it so seriously. So just to recap, how do we make soccer better? Firstly, get rid of that offside rule, because it's unnecessary. Deal with the backwards sideways rubbish instead. Secondly, shrink the pitch, because it doesn't need to be that big. And finally, get rid of that referee, because not only is he a biased moron, but his job is mainly just a breeding ground for cowardice. Unless someone is running on the pitch with a sword in his hands and starts stabbing his opponent, there's no need for a free kick or penalty or whatever. And the final word to whoever this pastor is.
Today, England will beat Italy. I'll say it again. That is the work of a prophet. You keep saying what God is saying.
I don't even know what to say. I just feel sorry for you. Imagine the instant regret that pastor must have felt when he saw the results. I want to know which church this pastor leads, just to see how everyone else reacts. But anyway, video is over, so until next time, have a great day.